Alright, so we got a brand new update that, yes, character restoration is still going on, but get this, people are getting unbelievable rolls, god rolls I should say, from this restoration. In fact, only wiped players can craft epic weapons with 2 tier 3 mods, according to this one right here. Look at this. My god. So we're going to be talking about this one, as well as the fact that, yeah, the people that are getting their items restored, it makes everyone else wish their inventory was wiped. Look at this right here. All of the god rolls. My god. So we got a lot to talk about because, yeah, Group B is going through the restoration process right now, as well as Group C. What does that mean? Let's dive in right now. Hey everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here, hope you're doing good, and let's see what's going on with Outriders. First of all, we have an official update from the team as well, so let's see what they are saying right now. They go on to say that inventory restoration for Group B characters is now underway and will complete over the next day or so. As a reminder, here's what you can expect to happen. Group B restoration, up to 20 legendary items there were in your inventory. Please see further details section for more info here. And who will benefit from this restoration? Players in both Group B and C who lost a legendary item up until 20th of April. It says Group B are characters that lost their gear but were still playable. Players may have continued playing on these characters since the wipe. Now, here's the really important bit. Group C are essentially all other players in the Outriders gaming population who did not encounter an inventory wipe. So it says an important reminder here, as we are unable to conclusively distinguish Group B from Group C. Players both Group B and Group C will benefit from the restoration. Therefore, even if you did not encounter an inventory wipe, you may well receive up to 20 god-rolled legendary items that you may have previously lost to a bug or sold to a vendor. Dismantled items will not be restored, as our analytics are able to conclusively prove that they were not lost to the bug. Now, it says the above explains where the additional god-rolled legendary items come from that you may find in your inventory. Following our restoration process today, these items can be freely sold, scrapped, or used. So, by all means, check your inventories right now and see if you're one of the lucky ones that has actually obtained some sort of, you know, legendary item. Sound off if that is you. But there's some really interesting things happening because of, you know, this restoration process. It's almost like, man, you wanted an inventory wipe to happen to your account, believe me. So check this out right here. This comes from Dread Tack Gaming, who says, so people can fly restored my friends wiped items, and they are all god rolls. New farming strategy, guys. Get wiped, reroll your weapons into god rolls. Look at this. That is absolutely insane. And yes, part of the community is actually complaining about this because now the biggest worry is they're going to, you know, change the expedition timers even more going forward. I just don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think they're going to do that to players that have not experienced the inventory wipe. That's just my personal opinion. That would be a very bad idea if they actually did that. But anyway, also now only wiped players can craft epic weapons with 2 tier 3 mods. So this is an extremely unique situation we have here as well, and it looks like it's kind of a byproduct, an accidental byproduct to the restoration process. We do have additional replies from People Can Fly about what happened there, so let's dive into this right now. So we have this post here. It says, I genuinely feel shortchanged here, and it comes from Jordan K. He says, first, the legendary hunt exploit, I avoided it as I assumed it was cheating, and I didn't want to risk getting my character banned. Turns out it was okay to do whatever. I got over it. Then the character wipe bug, as advised, I stopped playing my main character as I had hundreds of hours put in and didn't want to risk losing all the gear I had grinded for so long, so I started a new character until the issue was fixed. So I also went weeks without playing my main until the fix was there, and now this compensation. Do not get me wrong, you guys who had your character wipe deserve these weapons and gear for sure. It's an inexcusable bug and should be compensated for it, but some people have had all tier 3 mods unlocked, maxed out weapons with wicked attributes, and can exchange both mod slots. But what about the rest of us? That's equipment we couldn't dream of obtaining, rolls we couldn't possibly get. New builds will rely on these god roll items, and expedition times will get nerfed from faster completion times, I bet. At least have an exchange shop open for a week where we can exchange our crappy stat weapons for equal ones. I was careful I didn't play, and I feel like I've been shafted for it. Also, they got enough extra gear to pass on to their other characters. Yeah, so some people are feeling absolutely let down that they abided by the rules, and some people are feeling like, damn, I kind of wish I had the inventory wipe happen to me. Let me know if that is you. I kind of wish I had a character in there that had like the inventory wipe. I'm not kidding at this point. After seeing what people are getting, holy crap. So there is an official reply from the community manager here. He says, no need to feel shortchanged. There is a high likelihood that you will also get cool gear as part of our Group B restoration. So note that. Now, Jordan K did reply. He says, I appreciate your response. I really do. But do you have any response to the increasingly occurring epic rarity items with 2 tier 3 mods? Surely that shouldn't have happened. Also, I checked. I got a bunch of cannibal armor and like 5 Damascus offering LMGs. LOL. Therakin replied, he says this. This was unfortunately a side effect of the complexities of our restoration process. To iron that particular issue out would have delayed the process even further, and players have already waited long enough. As items with 2 tier 3 mods capabilities are one-offs, example, you won't find them in the wild, we had to balance the impact of granting them to players relatively small impact against pushing restoration out for another week or two, increasingly big impact. So they were aware of this bug, and they were like, we got to get this thing out. We got to move on. I think that was the sentiment over at People Can Fly. But, you know, some people are really, really worried about these tier 3 mods, double tier 3 mods on the epic weapons because, you know, could this influence patches going forward? It sounds like it's such a small amount of players. I don't think it's going to impact the community base that much. So, in my opinion, don't be too worried. But here's an interesting post about it. It says this. This comes from SuperChan. It says, to the players with double tier 3 mod slots from the item restoration, do not make videos of your expedition runs. It says, and sure as hell, do not post them here, lest you want People Can Fly screwing over the people who didn't get god rolls and double tier 3 gear. To clarify, I am not one of the people that got the item restoration. People Can Fly just doesn't need another reason to reduce expedition timers even more. Again, I don't think that would happen, considering that, once again, Square Enix has replied stating that it's such a small group of people that have the double tier 3 mod slot. So don't worry about that. That's just my opinion on that. But a lot of people are now kind of looking forward to the things that they want to see in the game. And this is something that I expect People Can Fly also to do as we near June as well, because we're going to be seeing E3 2021. Now, a lot of you guys want to see this, transmog. It says here, what I want to look like versus what I have to look like. And this is one of the biggest issues with the game right now. So transmog would be really, really cool. There's been some games that have introduced transmog recently, as Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Destiny, but it seems like those systems are tied to microtransactions, which, of course, Outriders doesn't have that problem. So hopefully they can get on it and really introduce a system that's really cool down the road. But honestly, I expect them just to focus on a big expansion at this point. I could be wrong. This is not a live service game. They've been very clear about that. So I think only through expansion would we see like some sort of transmog system down the road. All right, now what excites me is seeing new players introduced to this game, honestly, and not having any of the baggage here. So we have the Colonel 125 who says, new to the game, but damn, it's so much fun. I feel like players that are new to the game right now are being introduced to it at the perfect time, considering the inventory wipe issue is kind of, passing now that the restoration is happening and that process is taking place. So yeah, now would be the time to get into the game for sure. Now, we have this out on Twitter and some additional replies, official replies from Outriders team. This is not what used to be called, says, I sold loads to vendors, never had a player wipe. Does this mean I get goodies? And Outriders team says this only if they were legendary rarity. So yes, you will actually obtain goodies in that case as well. All right, now we have Bright out on Twitter who says this, if a character in Group A is not fixed yet, what would be the best time to know for sure? Because I had just checked my Pyromancer and it's still not fixed. And I just want to get back to my main fast as possible, but at the same time, I just want to make sure he will be fixed. And we have a reply here from Outriders team. It says it may take some hours for Group A restoration to fully propagate, so I'd recommend checking back every so often or in several hours from now In the unlikely event that your character isn't restored by then, they may well get restored during our Group B restoration. So, it seems like Group B is like the backup to, of course, Group, A. So, I get why they're doing these tiers now with the actual restoration process as well. Alright, so let's go over your top comments. Let's do this. So this was the recent video I did right here. It says, fantastic news. New official update is restoring hope and inventories for fans. We're going to scroll down and see what you guys had to say about this one, if you're excited about it. Alright, let's do this. We have Akira Madness who says, so I might be able to play my Technomancer again? Good times. Bad news says my Pyro main is back. Wow. Renee says my Devastator is back and playable again. They did it. Smiley face. So a lot of happiness in the comments so far. My Lady says my Fallen Order was so much fun. I enjoyed it far more than I thought I would. Yeah, I love that game. So this video also included some footage of my brand new monitor from BenQ. It's an ultra widescreen monitor. Absolutely love it. Again, shout out to them for sending it my way. But check out my previous video if you want to see what Outriders actually looks like on this beastly monitor right here. It is, let me tell you what, it is absolutely incredible. And again, special thank you to you guys, to the entire community for watching my videos, making that possible. They decided to send me a monitor, which is just unreal to me. I've never had anything like that. But anyway, Kamui says this, dope, I lost my Technomancer due to the inventory wipe, and I'm excited to go back and make him even better, because I've been playing the Devastator now, and now that I know a lot more about the game, it'll be nice to have my day 1 character back. Yes, and then Sindel says, I don't know, man, my excitement has slipped through the cracks. I was more interested in hearing about your monitor than the Outriders update. I need more. Josh has Mass Effect Legendary Edition in a week. Need I say more? Hell yes, I can't wait for that as well. Rick says, I'm currently playing Jedi Fallen Order. It's a great game. And P. Dilla says, I'm still continuing to play this game just, because. Doug says, I have a feeling this is going to put another bug in the game like the BS bug in the game right now that made me stop playing for now. Yeah, that's the biggest worry. Excuse me. We'll have to monitor that whole situation right now and see what happens. But it seems like the biggest bug in the game is the double tier 3 mods on the epic rarities, which... it's a small, group that's experiencing that bug, and that's actually a good bug, I guess you would say. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned here for more Outriders news and updates, and I will see you all next time. Take care.